YouTube. This video we got the GOAT versus SSSniperWolf situation gets worse. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro. I have never heard of this back and forth. I did not see this back and forth, bro. I haven't. But I've seen the GOAT versus Sneeko. You feel what I'm saying? My boy Penguin. It's my favorite YouTuber of all time. Right up there with Corey Kenshin. So, but yeah, I feel like, you know, I only seen him versus Sneeko. I did not see Penguin versus SSSniperWolf, so I gotta see what this is about. So let's get into this video.
Penguinz0 aka Charlie's conflict with the controversial YouTuber SSSniperWolf will go down as one of the most turbulent controversies in YouTube history, with Charlie publishing over 5 videos critiquing and exposing her for a wide range of things, from stealing content and her personality, all the way to engaging inappropriately with minors.
What?
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be looking into the massive controversies and recent situation between Penguinz0 aka Charlie and SSSniperWolf. On the 15th of October 2023, Charlie would upload a video titled SSSniperWolf Situation is Crazy. Throughout the video, he would call out SSSniperWolf, also known as Leah, for doxing Jack's films over online drama.
Allegedly.
Wait, she's doxing YouTubers? Hold on, bro. I didn't hear that right, my nigga. She doxing YouTubers?
SSSniperWolf Situation is Crazy. Throughout the video, he would call out SSSniperWolf, also known as Leah, for doxing Jack's films over online drama.
Allegedly, SSSniperWolf has just
doxed
Jack's films. In an Instagram post, she posted this. Apparently, she even posted one in an Instagram post.
Should I go visit Jack's films? By the way, I know who that is too. That's a YouTuber. He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. What would you go visit him for, though? What would you go visit him for? Y'all been dropping YouTube videos on each other back and forth. What would you, what are you doing going to go visit Jack's films, bro?
She posted this. Apparently, she even posted one of his house. It's just an extremely degenerate, up response to this whole situation from SSSniperWolf here.
Charlie would go on to call SSSniperWolf malicious and weird, stating,
going up to his house like she's about to, you know, sell solar panels to him or something and ambush him with this conversation about this feud they have is not normal or acceptable. It's just like a malicious, weird thing to do.
The video would attract huge attention from the online community, garnering over 9.4 million views and fostering a comment section that strongly stood against SSSniperWolf's actions.
If Jack did this to her, YouTube would erase every evidence of his existence off the platform, lock him up, and throw away the key. This is facts. I'm not gonna lie. I seen some tweets. YouTuber, y'all not slick, bro. I seen some tweets about what y'all been saying about SSSniperWolf, bro. I seen that, bro. Y'all low key do have some favoritism towards SSSniperWolf, bro.
With comments reading, if Jack did this to her, YouTube would erase every evidence of his existence off the platform, lock him up, and throw away the key. Meet a kid dying with cancer? No. Be a creep and dox a YouTuber? Yes. As well as driving 5 minutes to dox Jack's films is the most effort-filled thing she's done in years. Just 5 days later, on the 20th of October 2023, things would get a lot worse for SSSniperWolf, as Charlie would post another video titled SSSniperWolf Situation Just Got Worse. Throughout the video, Charlie would call out SSSniperWolf for having suspicious content involving minors.
It's her encouraging some seemingly underage individuals to do some degenerate acts on video, and the way she encouraged them was almost like a wager you'd see out of a Bad Brothers film. She wagered her tits. It's like very f***ing odd, awful shit.
But if you think this was bad, things were about to get even worse, with Charlie finding an even more incriminating post.
She meets this girl who says that she's 16. And then agrees to show each other their, and the 16-year-old flashes the camera.
She posted this on YouTube? Yo, SSSniperWolf, what you got going on, bro?
And the 16-year-old flashes the camera, which SSSniperWolf does censor, but that doesn't make it okay. And then just say, hey, wait a minute, Buster, it's fine because it's censored. It's like, what the fuck? It really seems like she just had a minor flash the camera on a YouTube video.
Comments on the video would side with Charlie.
That's strange.
And wish for YouTube to take the situation more seriously.
Fucking
with
weird.
Comments reading, they aren't gonna ban her, are they? It's incredibly stupid how they put the profit of one above the discomfort of so many. It's honestly
I
impressive
told
how
y'all,
much
bro,
worse
they-
SSniperWolf continues to get.
They love
Armed robbery,
SSniperWolf.
disorderly conduct, ghosting a child with cancer, telling kids to and now doxing, and yet
Hold on.
somehow she still manages to act like she's the victim.
She ghosted a child with cancer, so she was supposed to go see a child that had cancer. I seen the armed robbery thing before. I definitely seen that. I forgot where I seen that, bro, but I definitely seen that. That's true. Disorderly conduct, bro. If she really ghosted a child with cancer, that's so fucked up, and that's gonna haunt her, bro. That right there is gonna haunt her, bro. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. That's fucked up. She needs to be held accountable for that shit. And she's doxing. She doxed the YouTubers, bro. She doxed Jack's Films. That's fucked up. She got to be held accountable for that too, bro.
As well as YouTube needs to
YouTube
take action.
don't care, though.
This is setting an unbelievably terrifying precedent for the future. The following day, Charlie would post another video on the situation
Disgusting
titled
behavior,
SSniperWolf
man.
Apology and YouTube Response. Charlie started off the video by critiquing YouTube's response to the situation, stating,
So, it's been about a week, and YouTube has finally broken their silence on what they plan to do. Today they spat this drivel out, confirming SSniperWolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place. That is one of those things where you read it and it's like a flashbang hits you, like all your senses go out and you have to question if what you just read was real.
Charlie would then go on to state that Jack's Films didn't do anything wrong and that YouTube's response of taking both sides was completely unfair.
Again, what did Jack's Films do wrong? He is completely blameless here. There's no reason why they should be trying to make it sound like Jack's Films did something wrong. His only crime was being alive, which gave her the means to target him. If they're trying to say that the criticisms that he keeps tossing towards SSniperWolf is unwarranted, so the behavior is unacceptable.
That's not fair.
And that's even more delusional because there's nothing wrong with criticisms.
Exactly, that's not
This
fair.
is one of those actions where it should have resulted in a harsh punishment.
Charlie would then go on to speculate that SSniperWolf and YouTube may have had some sort of agreement on the punishment behind the scenes. This was based on the timing of YouTube's response and SSniperWolf's apology, where he stated,
The timing of her apology
Where is her
statement also
apology?
very interesting because it comes almost immediately after YouTube's post. So this leads me to believe that SSniperWolf and YouTube had some kind of handshake agreement where it'll be like a light punishment as long as she makes an apology on Twitter.
To end the video, Charlie would state that there are simply no defenses for her actions.
There's really nothing she can say here. What she's done is absolutely indefensible. Like, I don't think she feels remorse for it or anything. I think she
so
still
either.
believes that what she did is okay. It's just YouTube made her do this.
The comments on the video would agree with Charlie's analysis, with comments reading, "She isn't sorry about what she did, she's just sorry that it backfired. My favorite part of her apology was when she typed his username incorrectly twice. Seems like a very sincere and meaningful apology." As well as, "She ain't apologizing because she's sorry, she's apologizing because she's losing money and her reputation. Not only that, but she isn't even properly apologizing. She and YouTube are acting like a primary school principal who punishes both the bully and the bullied, and expects both of them to apologize to one another. Jack's Films 100% needs to take legal action here. This is utter ridiculousness." While we're talking about fake creators, there's something you need to know. Recently, there's been an epidemic of
Comments
fake
are right,
YouTube
bro. I'm gonna be
gurus.
honest with
These
you.
so-called
I don't think she's apologizing because she's sorry, bro, at all, bro. It's because the consequences she's facing, man. She's losing money. They doing stuff to her channel, bro. That's really what I think it is, bro. She got limited monetization. Well, they said they suspended her monetization, but this was like 2 years ago, though. I'm really late on this situation. I'm just now seeing this. I did see the Jack's Films video. I seen what he dropped on her, but I did not see what Penguinz said, bro. I did not know they had a feud too. You feel what I'm saying, Slow?
Experts post images of fake or bought YouTube play buttons and try to sell you overpriced courses or programs. One of the key red flags is that they'll claim they have the YouTube blueprint or some secrets to success on the platform. But that's not even the worst part. These so-called gurus prey on smaller creators by taking advantage of their dreams and charging them a fortune for empty promises, with buzzwords like YouTube automation and wild claims of monthly revenue by simply signing up to their program. But here's the reality: there is no single blueprint to YouTube success. These tactics have become so prevalent that several of my own audience members have actually reached out to me about being scammed, telling me their story and hoping I can make a video on the situation. However, the truth is, any attention is good attention for these individuals. Even trying to expose their bad tactics would simply up their sales even more. That's why myself and fellow YouTuber Trust Me Bro have spent the last 3 months creating 1 of 10 Community, the best free resource by creators for creators. We have nothing to sell you and there's nothing to lose by joining. You'll get access to behind the scenes of our channels, our exclusive guides, and monthly live workshops where you can ask us questions. If this interests you, there'll be a link below where you can request to join, as we'll be launching with Seemed Like She Got Away With It. However, on the 12th of November 2023, Charlie would publish yet another video. In a video titled New SSSniperWolf Drama, Charlie revealed that SSniperWolf was not only stealing her content, but also allegedly stealing her own voice and personality from another female creator. For context, on the 10th of November 2023, Nerd City would publish a video titled SSniperWolf Stole Her Life. The video would go in depth and reveal several occasions that SSniperWolf not only stole video ideas, but even accents and personalities from fellow YouTuber Azzyland, while simultaneously trying to bully her.
At the very beginning, it actually started off with just like a few mean tweets, which kind of painted us as like enemies. It turned into taking every idea did well, but because they had more following than me, their video would just get more views, and so people would see their video first and then assume that their video was first.
Moving back to Charlie's video,
he would
analyze the situation and give commentary on Nerd City's video. Charlie would take the side of Azzyland and criticize stuff.
How do you take somebody else's whole personality? That means you gotta study them. You really gotta sit there and study them, bro. You took their voice too? You gotta really sit here and study someone. Like, you can't just watch one video. No, you got to really sit here and study them and watch all of their videos. That right there, bro, that's wild to me. That's wild to me. That means she can't even be herself on camera for real. We don't know the real SSSniperWolf. Whole time, we really don't know the real SSSniperWolf, bro.
Commentary on Nerd City's video. Charlie would take the side of Azzyland and criticize SSniperWolf for the difference in response time in comparison to the Jax film situation.
Interestingly enough, and I hope you're sitting down, because if you're standing up, it's gonna knock you over. She's already responded to these claims, which is like 10 times faster than she responded to the Jax Films doxing situation. Compromising an entire family's safety, nothing. But this, being accused of copying TikTok reacts, oh, it's go time. Now she's on the front lines ready for war in the trenches.
Following this, Charlie would go over SSniperWolf's response to the situation, where SSniperWolf would claim Azzy was the one copying her thumbnails by changing them retrospectively in order to frame the whole situation against her. However, despite this, Charlie finished off the video by concluding that SSniperWolf possibly did indeed copy Azzyland's content.
At the end of the day, it's TikTok reacts. It's like the simplest thing ever. There's probably like 10 other YouTubers that have this exact same format and style that may have even preceded them. And based on everything in the Nerd City video, as well as a couple of other things that have been revealed, it really does seem like SSniperWolf directly tried to copy from Azzyland in quite a few aspects, even outside of just like thumbnails and all of that.
On the 15th of November 2023,
I don't see nothing wrong with thumbnails though, bro, but if you gotta copy somebody else's whole personality, that ain't right, bro. That ain't right. That right there, that's really fucked up. That means you can't even be yourself on the internet. You shouldn't be on the internet if you can't just come on here and be you. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here, bro. That's crazy.
Nails.
I didn't know that.
Of November
I did not know that.
2023, I would publish a video on the situation titled "The SSSniperWolf Situation Gets Worse," where I not only documented her alleged theft, but also her criminal past. SSSniperWolf, aka Leah, is a YouTuber who gained notoriety for stealing content and re-uploading it to her 34 million sub YouTube channel with minimal commentary.
She's that big of a thief?
2 separate times for cases of
armed robbery.
and
I seen that.
conduct.
I definitely seen this right here. I forgot where I seen this, but I also seen this too.
Which she tries to hide from the public. Following this video, I thought the controversy had finally come to an end. However, I would be massively wrong. Fast forward to the 29th of June 2024, and the controversy surrounding SSSniperWolf would once again come to the surface, when YouTuber One Giant Onion published a YouTube video titled "My YouTube Channel Might Get Banned." The video would address a strike he received on his YouTube channel for a video where he spent 3 hours reacting to SSniperWolf's content. The video in question was titled something along the lines of "Reacting to SSniperWolf until I laugh," with the whole point of the video being that he never laughed.
It took you 3 hours to laugh at one SSniperWolf video? Listen, I don't watch SSniperWolf, but I heard she made content for the kids though. I don't watch. Yo, watching 3 hours until you laugh at just one. You telling me you didn't laugh, you didn't even pop a smirk. You didn't even pop a smirk for 3 hours.
Lines of "reacting to SSniperWolf until I laugh," with the whole point of the video being that he never laughed. He started the video by telling his story of how he found out about the strike.
Today, I logged onto my YouTube account to change the thumbnail of one of my videos, and I was met with something very shocking. I actually have received a strike on my channel. Now, at first, I was really confused because I haven't done anything wrong. Honestly, when I first received this news, I thought maybe I got struck for one of my older, edgier videos, but upon further inspection, it turns out that I actually received a copyright strike from SSniperWolf. She took down one of my videos called "Watching SSniperWolf Until I Laugh."
Despite his video likely not
She's
being
really
fair
upset
use,
that
the
he didn't
hypocrisy of
laugh at
SSniperWolf
your
claiming someone
videos
else's video
for
just
3
seems
hours.
far too ridiculous for viewers to comprehend, seeing as though SSniperWolf has built her entire career off stealing other people's content and not giving any credits. He would end the video by asking his audience to get the attention of larger creators who could possibly help him, which would be extremely successful in doing so. A week later, on the 8th of July 2024, Charlie would finally take notice of the situation, where he would post a video titled "SSniperWolf striking a channel is crazy." During the video, Charlie would critique SSniperWolf for allegedly striking
'Cause she
his
be
video,
stealing herself.
despite her not even owning her own content.
Her content would not fit under a transformative argument under any circumstances, because usually she just plays the entire TikTok that she's reacting to with no input, and then maybe afterwards says, "Geez, zoinks! Can you believe that?" And then she has the
Damn, that's
chutzpah
ass.
to strike One Giant Onion for reacting to her content. It's craziness.
Charlie would end the video by calling her a hypocrite, stating,
Yes, reacting to 3 hours worth of her content was probably not the best idea, but it should have never resulted in a strike to his channel, because she is literally doing what he does, but broken up over the course of years and like 6 videos a week doing it, as opposed to 1 3-hour video on content she doesn't even own, thus shouldn't even have the right to copyright strike on behalf of. It's so fucking hypocritical.
Despite the situation seeming relatively
Yeah, that's not even her
clear-cut and
content.
SSniperWolf seeming like an obvious villain, her response on her Twitter would change
Fucking-
everything. When she posted a tweet
got it off
reading,
TikTok.
"I want to clarify that I did not strike anyone's video. I do not have any pending takedown notices. I believe someone else must have done it on my behalf," at Moist Critical. Where Charlie
Why are you?
would tweet stating, "If that's true, you should contact the striked channel and get the info of the person who did strike it so you can take legal action against them. There's a huge problem with this dog shit on the platform right now, so it'd be great to put a stop to it." With SSniperWolf's long and controversial history on YouTube, almost no one would believe her side of the story. But despite this, Charlie would receive a mixed reaction to his tweet, with most people being on the SSniperWolf hate train, accepting what she did without any evidence, and some others such as Nicholas Diorio, who criticized his response to allegedly hadn't struck down Onion's video, but seemingly 10 other videos in the past few years which may or may not have been fair use. This is where things start to get a bit strange. Since I was closely following the situation, I reached out to Onion to help him resolve it. When I asked him for more proof of the claim, he seemed hesitant, but once he sent it, I noticed a huge red flag. The email listed on the strike was a random personal Gmail address that had no ties to SSSniperWolf or any agency at all. This made me confident it wasn't her, and also made me wonder why he kept this piece of information out from all his posts about the situation. Following the back and forth on Twitter, on the 9th of July 2024, Charlie would publish a video correcting the story, titled "SSSniperWolf did not strike a channel." Throughout the video, Charlie would clarify the situation and correct what he got wrong in his previous upload.
From all of the evidence I've seen now, it actually wasn't SSSniperWolf who filed that strike, and it's a very complicated mess that highlights a very, very rare problem on YouTube that I very much would like to talk about.
He would go on to explain how he also went to One Giant Onion to get information relating to the strike, where he also found the email suspicious.
I reached out to One Giant Onion to just send me all of the info about the strike. The copyright strike was filed by an individual who claims to be representing a collaborative agency that works with SSSniperWolf. However, what's definitely not a core part of their strategy is having the agents that are filing these takedown requests and strikes use a fucking personal Gmail account. So that's where things immediately became very clear to me that this is probably straight up horseradish.
Later in the video, Charlie would also state that he reached out to SSSniperWolf, where she confirmed that she doesn't work with the agency and that they've actually targeted her channel as well.
So this definitely seems like someone pretending to work at that agency and then filing this strike. But I reached out directly to SSSniperWolf just to 100% confirm whether or not she's associated with this group. She confirms she does not work with them at all, and even goes as far as to mention that this group has targeted her channel in the past as well.
Charlie would close off the video by doing something no one could have ever expected. He apologized to SSSniperWolf.
So apologies to SSSniperWolf. I'm sorry for the big headache that this must have caused when she didn't do it. She wasn't the one that issued the strike.
While SSSniperWolf is by no means a moral or ethical creator given her extensive and controversial past, it does seem like she wasn't in the wrong in this situation. And due to her past malicious activities and information being censored by Onion, the YouTube community was more excited to jump on her hate bandwagon again, rather than looking for any real proof regarding the situation, with a tweet thread from Nicholas Diorio stating, "Nuclear take. People are blindly painting One Giant Onion as a victim because SSniperWolf is involved. Here's 5 minutes of him freebooting Logan Paul in a video similar to the one that SSniperWolf allegedly struck. After Leah publicly denied filing the strike, the Onion Man finally posted the screenshot, and it clearly says SSniperWolf collab company issued the strike. Now, that casts doubt on whether this was even done by her at all. Leah also posted her DMCA history to show it wasn't done.
This is weird. That's super, I don't know why, but it's kind of suspicious though. I mean, they say SSniperWolf didn't do it, but I don't know. I feel like we should definitely still keep an eye on SSniperWolf, because this is weird. We gotta keep SSniperWolf on the lookout.
Charlie just posted a video, SSniperWolf did not strike a channel, after One Giant Onion finally sent the email associated with SSniperWolf's DMCA and showed the strike was linked to a random person's Gmail. It's starting to look like Leah was telling the truth. So basically, it's looking like SSniperWolf got totally fucking smeared, and the conversation has pivoted away from big bad copyright abuser to wow, this is terrible, YouTube needs to do something about DMCA abuse. SSniperWolf is now asking why she was never contacted. The kid admitted it wasn't her and said he rushed to post the video. This is fucking crazy. In his original video 9 days ago, One Giant Onion redacted what video was claimed and who claimed it, despite calling out SSniperWolf in the video. I'm going to be honest, I think he fucking knew. Nicholas Diorio makes some really solid points. The theory that One Giant Onion knew the whole time and did this for attention becomes even more legitimate when you look deeper into his channel. At the end of the day, this controversy didn't just shine a light on YouTube's horrible copyright system, but it also perfectly explained how easy it is for false information to be spread throughout the YouTube commentary community, especially when the creator isn't well liked to begin with. It's almost less about what people do and more about how much people dislike them. With that being said, it's it's also important to remember the original things Penguinz0 was exposing SSSniperWolf for, things that are arguably a lot worse than a copyright claim. And despite her flourishing YouTube channel, her reputation will never be the same. A commentary creator who did ruin their career, however, is I'm Alex, who has had one of the biggest down.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, she deserved an apology for that, because it wasn't her. They got the proof and everything that it wasn't her, and that guy just lied about that for attention, bro. That's fucked up on his behalf, bro. He was definitely, he got held accountable for that shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see he got held accountable for that, bro, and that's crazy, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Kind of feel bad for SSniperWolf in this situation. She got fucking, everyone just dropped a video on SSniperWolf, not even knowing the whole entire situation. Imagine niggas is just dropping a video on you, and it wasn't even you that caused all this mayhem, bro. That's fucking insane. But now I'm gonna see y'all next video, man, and I'm out. Peace.